Greyhound View this week, we take a look back at two very interesting finals from Shelbourne Park. The quarter-finals of the Irish St Leger from Limerick and the semi-finals of the Red Mills Guineas from Waterford. Plus, we have a chat with control steward Tony Murphy. But first, we head to Youghal in County Cork. Shone on Youghal last Friday evening for the final of the Porty Coughlin Building and Masonry 525, with a winner's prize of €3,000 and trophy. Coolmona Dave running from trap 6 with the 11-10 favourite. We join Mal Keaveney for the lineup.
And the dogs are now on parade for our feature race of the night. First in the picture we have Woodland Dusky. This one is trained by Michael O'Donovan and a son of Sparl Nikita and Vienna Cream. Frosty Dan is owned and trained in County Waterford by John Murphy and a son of Split the Bill and Nicholas Shadow. Next up, it's the White Jacket of Malbay Express, this one trained by Padraig Regan and a son of Vintage Prince and Malbay Swift. In the Black Jacket for the Ferries Syndicate of Tralee, it's Nicky Sparl, this one normally very fast away, a son of Sparl Nikita and Mangan's Lady. 5 is Group Cheers, this one owned and trained in County Tipperary by Mary Kenny and a winner last weekend in 28.95. And finally in the stripes is Coolmona Dave, our likely favourite, and what a popular winner he would be for his owner Maurice Corkery. Coolmona Dave is the son of Split the Bill and Star Cash. There's an amount of money on 6. Our favourite Coolmona Dave ran a smashing 28.68 last weekend. Here comes towards traps and they're off and racing. Coolmona Dave breaks reasonably well, but Nicky Sparl is the one that leads down the... finishing straight for the first time and into the bend. It's Nicky Sparl now that goes on, and our favourite is back in 5th position. In 2nd it's Frosty Dan. In 3rd Woodland Dusky, but way out in front it's Nicky Sparl. He's going to be difficult to beat from here. Frosty Dan 2nd, Woodland Dusky is 3rd, and our favourite is last. They swing the final turn. Nicky Sparl up towards the finishing line. Nicky Sparl is going to win handsomely here, followed home by Frosty Dan, desperately close for 3rd. Confirmation of the result of the Porty Coughlin Building and Masonry 525 final. It's victory for Kerry. Nicky Sparl, our winner, 2nd Frosty Dan, and 3rd Group Cheers. The winning time 29.38. Pat Foley, a great win here tonight in Cork for Kerry.
Oh, without a doubt, thanks to the guys, better than the footballers. It's not our first win in Cork. We won the Macroom Motor Stake in Cork Track 2 years ago with a half-brother of this dog as well. So Cork is very lucky to us, both in Cork Track and Youghal, you know.
I know, Pat, you've been involved in dogs yourself for quite a while, but I can tell you over the past few years, you, along with the syndicate members, have enjoyed tremendous success. Tell us the story.
Well, I got the two boys involved. One fella has a load of money and one fella's very lucky, and I was the brain, so we three-man syndicate.
From your point of view, Larry, it's been a very profitable venture into the Greyhound ownership.
It has. It's been very profitable and great fun. I had been involved in horses years ago, gave them up, and this man here talked me into parting with some money for a dog, and that's over 5 years ago, and to be honest with you, never looked back.
One of the wettest nights we've experienced so far this year had to be last Friday evening at Harold's Cross, when even the hare on its approach to the traps decided to call it a halt. But the loaded traps still opened, and hare or not, the dogs took off to complete the circuit. The race, of course, was announced void and will be rerun on Friday the 30th, hopefully at a drier Harold's Cross.
We're at Shelburne Park this evening, where the Tig Hegarty Open 550 is the feature race of the evening. With €5,000 on offer to the winner of the one-off race, it's no surprise that a number of Ireland's top trackers are in the lineup. Born a Pilot, Serene Rumble and Climate Control are the joint favourites with the sponsors for the upcoming Paddy Power Derby, and all three line up. Added them, Easter Cup champion Moby Gamble, the highly impressive Glebe Lad and the hugely fast Magical Captain, and it's a lineup fitting of any Derby final. I look down now and I see that the runners are going on parade, so let's join them.
The runners on parade now for the Tig Hegarty Open 550. In one, Born a Pilot, trained by Rory Dwan. This, the son of top honcho and Born a Bess. He's won 15 of his 40 starts. One of the fastest greyhounds ever to race down the back straight here at Shelbourne Park. Into the rapidly improving Glebe Lad, trained by Ed Dunn for Michael Fenlon and Longford, a son of Frisbee Flashing and Wish Park Flass. He's won 9 of his 10 starts and certainly the Greyhound in form. In 3 we have Serene Rumble, this the Irish track sensation, trained by Michael O'Donovan for Eddie Ryan and Tip. This a son of Smooth Rumble and 7.7. He possesses unbelievable gears. This is the one to beat. In 4, Climate Control, one of the best trackers in the land, trained by Seamus Graham for Kevin Smith and Aidan O'Regan in Dublin. This the son of Larkel Joe and Ballinclare Star. He really flies to the corner and a leading contender in this one. Next we have Movie Gamble, the Easter Cup champion, trained by Larry Dunn for Cathal Monowela Jr. in Meath, a son of Spire Nikita and Chica Juita. He flies down the back straight. He tends to steer a wide course, but he's another leading hope. And completing the lineup, Magical Captain, trained by young Pat Guilfoyle for the LOC Syndicate in Tipperary, a son of Larkel Joe and Scarlett Becky, with brilliant early pace, a wide runner. He's drawn to perfection. He's one of the outsiders with Glebe Lad, but rule him out at your peril. And what a derby clue this is. The joint favourites, 3 Serene Rumble and 4 Climate Control in their way fast. It's number 2 Glebe Lad that goes out front as a flash camera went off. In second, number 4 Climate Control on the outside, Magical Captain, but into the corner. Glebe Lad leads. Number 4 Climate Control in second. Then comes Movie Gamble on the outside. Number 6 Magical Captain. Look at Borna Pilot, how close he is. Down the far side, and Climate Control strikes upon. But here comes Borna Pilot. Borna Pilot with that huge pace of his. He eases slightly. It's Climate Control now. Borna Pilot in second. Glebe Lad in third. Further back to Movie Gamble. Serene Rumble at the tail. Magical Captain, but up the home straight. It's Borna Pilot. What an airplane this Greyhound is. Second, number 4 Climate Control, and third, number 2 Glebe Lad. He ran a brilliant race, 29.89, the winning time. Well, what a race the Tig Hegarty Open 550 produced. Climate Control looked the likely winner for a long way, but Borna Pilot coming home the champion. Second, number 4 Climate Control, and third, number 2 Glebe Lad, 29.89, the winning time. Well, he's been described as an airplane in the past, and Borna Pilot certainly showed unbelievable foot this evening. Rory Dwan, a delighted man. What a performance.
Absolutely fabulous performance. He's had a couple of unlucky runs around here, Ian, over the past couple of weeks, but I never lost faith in him, you know. And I've been playing around with the traps, whether he's an inside or an outside, and I've kind of figured out tonight now he's a dead railer. He got the run of the race, and what can I say? It's just a great run for him. You know?
Even Climate Control seemed to sort of close the door slightly on him at the third corner, but he still had so much pace. He just ran by them up the home straight, and he wins a length and a half in the end, quite comfortable.
Yeah, because I was looking at the second bend. He had to get everything right to win that race, and we were at the pickup, so I didn't really see any collision or anything at the third bend or the fourth bend, but he just maintained his gallop the whole way through tonight. That was the difference. His stride wasn't broken, you know, and we saw the real pilot.
I think it's obvious to the World Champion Stakes in Derby.
Definitely, yeah. Back here now for the Champion Stakes and the Derby.
He's a greyhound built for this track.
Yeah, he loves the track, and the 550 really suits him down to the ground.
Well, what a tremendous victory there for Borna Pilot, but they're now on parade for this second race, the Trainer Family 550 in 1B Inspired, trained by Michael O'Donovan for Emma Ryan and Tipperary, a son of British Pride, and Highway Lady bidding to give Michael O'Donovan consolation after Serene Rumble's defeat. Into Dita Davy, trained by Larry Dunn for James Byrne and Armagh, a hugely fast son of Staples Joe and Cozy Feet. He won't be far away. In 3 we have Charlie Bird, trained by Francis O'Donnell for the Newshound Syndicate in Dublin, a son of Vintage Prince and the Other Daisy. He's won 12 of his 46 starts. He's a very wide runner, but he'll be flying at the finish. In 4, Cancel O'Key, trained by young Stephen Burke for Philip Heffernan in Tipperary, a son of Roan O'Key and Listnack Barbie, an unlucky beaten favourite in the Labrook 600. He goes up fast, he stays strongly, a leading hope. In 5, Confident Choice, trained by Paul Hennessy for Elizabeth Bodie in Limerick, a son of Split the Bill and Lovely Disc. He's won 15 of his 36 starts. He powers to the corner, he stays strongly. And 6, Diego Glory, trained by Tommy Fagan for Jerry Richardson and Martin Richardson in Dublin. This, a son of Spire Nikita and Chica Chuita. He's in the form of his life at the moment. This fellow possesses brilliant pace from the second corner, and another with huge claims. And they're away, and first to show Confident Choice. He takes a bump, but it's number 6 Diego Glory now in the middle. Number 5 Confident Choice on the inside, Be Inspired, but around the corner, and number 1 Be Inspired takes up the running, but number 6 Diego Glory, he's surely too close. In third, number 5 Confident Choice, further back to Charlie Bird. The rest are out of it, but out front, number 1 Be Inspired. Here comes number 6 Diego Glory with a huge challenge. In third, number 5, that's Confident Choice, but Diego Glory strikes the front. I expect him to go clear at this stage. It's number 6 Diego Glory, a hugely impressive winner of this Trainer Family 550. He wins it in style. Second, Confident Choice. Third, number 3 Charlie Bird, 30.04, the winning time. Well, the trainer family 550 won in impressive fashion by number 6, Diego Glory, second number 5, Confident Choice, and third, number 3, Charlie Bird, 30.04, the winning time.
He runs a cracker nearly every night, you know, but he got away nice. He got a lovely draw on number 6, and he got around them, and he ran a cracker. He was entitled to it tonight, you know.
He's been in so many finals in the past.
He was in 5 finals, and he didn't run on one of them. He had the calf, and he was beaten in 4 of them, and he ran. I think he finished a second and 2/3, and he was fourth in the big and Ladbrokes last Saturday week, and he ran a cracker. They got a little bit of a problem with the corner, you know.
And tell me, I suppose you're targeting now Champion Stakes and Derby?
Oh, definitely. Fine dog.
Time to start dreaming.
We'll take as it comes.
In part 2, it's the heats of the Irish St Leger, the semi-finals from Waterford, plus we catch up with control steward Tony Murphy. The quarter-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger took place at Limerick last Saturday evening, where the Paul Hennessy kennel was well represented. We join Ian Fortune for a look back at the 4 heats.
Well, the runners now in traps for the opening heat of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger, and the runners in trap order: 1 Nodmac, in 2 Maryville Rumble, trap 3 My Wonder, in 4 Mount Leader Ralph, 5 Air Force One, and 6 Black Hawk Down. Here now coming around the final turn, up behind the boxes, the dogs, they're all set. And they're away, and first to show is number 4, Mount Leader Ralph, immediately moving to the middle. He stays in front now from number 1, Nodmac, but look at Mount Leader Ralph opening up impressively. He's gone 4 or 5 lengths clear of number 1, Nodmac. It'll take a hell of a greyhound to catch this fella. Nodmac back in second, back in third, Maryville Rumble, but this one looks home and hosed. Number 4, Mount Leader Ralph, he's skipped clear. He's impressive here. Number 1, Nodmac running on well in second spot, back in third. Still number 2, Maryville Rumble. The rest are out of it, but around the final corner, just look at number 4, Mount Leader Ralph, stretching clear. An impressive victory. Second, number 1, Nodmac. Third, number 2, Maryville Rumble. But what a time, 29.51. A new track record there from Mount Leader Ralph. Now on to the second heat of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger in trap order: 1 Land of Song, ideally drawn, in 2 Chanters Barney, trap number 3 Invincible Man, in 4 Canary Captain, trap 5 is Balscadden Boy, and 6 Governor. They're here now up behind the boxes, and they're away. And first to show, number 3 Invincible Man, moving left from or right from traps and causing a bit of bumping. Number 2 now Chanters Barney leads from his kennel companion Balscadden Boy. In third, number 3 Invincible Man, bit of a pile up in behind. Number 3 Invincible Man back in third, further back to Land of Song, but out front it's number 2 Chanters Barney leading from number 5 Balscadden Boy. Number 3 now, that's Invincible Man putting in a big run further back to number 1 Land of Song, but around the final corner it's still Chanters Barney. He stays 5.75 yards, he'll hardly be caught. Coming up to the line, Chanters Barney wins it, very close for second, perhaps his kennel companion Balscadden Boy, but all too close to call. But no doubt about the winner, Chanters Barney the winner, impressive fashion, 30.17 the winning time. Well, on to heat 3 of the Irish St Leger, and the runners in trap order: in 1 Hushman, trap 2 Active Nikita, in 3 Albany Jarzinho, 4 is Mary's Opal, in 5 Top Breeze, and trap number 6, well, that's Tyror Johnny. The hair now coming up behind the boxes as the sun beams down here at Limerick, and away they go. And first to show in the middle, number 3 Albany Jarzinho, very tight race to the corner. Number 1 Hushman there on the outside. Number 6 Tyror Johnny around the corner, oh, terrible trouble. Number 5 Top Breeze badly affected, as was number 4 Mary's Opal, but out front number 3 Albany Jarzinho with Tyror Johnny, who now showing the better pace into the third corner, and Tyror Johnny takes up the running. He skips a couple of lengths clear. Number 3 Albany Jarzinho running well in second, back in third I see Active Nikita making up big ground, but around the final corner it's number 6 Tyror Johnny. He powers away to win this one impressively. Second, number 3 Albany Jarzinho, and third, number 2 Active Nikita. The winning time for that one, 30.14. And now on to the final quarter-final of the Irish St Leger, the runners in trap order: in 1 Nikita Billy, trap 2 Neves Old Forge, in 3 we have Ballymac Pride, 4 is Tyror Bello, in 5 Slippery Bill, and 6 Big John Jarnley. The favourite races from 2. The hair up behind the boxes now, the dogs are all ready and set, and they're away, and the favourites away quite well, but number 4 in the middle, that's Tyror Bello, shows in front into the corner. It's Tyror Bello with Neves Old Forge on the inside. In the middle, number 3 Ballymac Pride. Around the corner it's number 4 Tyror Bello, Neves Old Forge in second, and third number 6 Big John Jarnley. But look at Tyror Bello, he's striding clear down the far side, he'll hardly be caught. Number 2 Neves Old Forge remains in second spot, back in third number 1 Nikita Billy making up ground, but out front still number 4 Tyror Bello. Around the final corner he won't be caught. Up to the line it's Tyror Bello who wins wins this final quarter-final in impressive fashion. Trap-to-line victory for number 4. That's Tyrone Bello. It was close for second. Neves Old Ford seems to have got there. Nikita Billy running on well, but no doubt about the winner. Tyrone Bello, 29.84, the winning time.
County Kildare man Tony Murphy has always been an avid greyhound racing fan. From an early age, he and his pals visited the old Newbridge Stadium in a rather unusual fashion. He is now control steward at both Newbridge and Harold's Cross. He explains how it all began.
My family would have had some greyhounds and would have raced them in Newbridge. But in my younger days, when we were kids, we'd wait on the lights to go out in Newbridge track so we could jump the wall to see the racing. And from there we progressed to racing in Harold's Cross and Shelburne as we got older.
So what is a night at the Dogs like now for Tony?
A normal, typical night, we'd start weighing at 6:45. We'd check the eligibility of the dogs to see if they were eligible to run. We'd weigh them in, we'd check their weight from their previous time that they weighed in for racing or for trials. This would be recorded on the card, on the identity card of the dog. When we have them all weighed in then, we'd have to wait a half an hour between the last weighed in and the first race. When the dogs come out for the first race, we check that they're sheeted and muzzled correctly and that the dogs that appear on the card, on the race card, are actually the dogs that are running. There's a short parade before each race, and when we bring them to the traps, we put them in the order of 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. This procedure was brought in many years ago because some people were slow to put their dogs into traps, and to cut out the codology, someone devised the procedure 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. When the race is on then, we check the performance of each of the dogs, and if anything unusual happens, we call a steward's inquiry. That proceeds for 10 races. I'm a control steward for just 22 years now, and during the 22 years I have come across some great characters and have seen some dramatic changes to greyhound racing in Ireland, and I think it's all for the better.
The semi-finals of the Red Mills Guineas took place in Waterford last Saturday night. There were 3 heats, of which the first and second would qualify for the final this coming Saturday. We join Mal Keaveney.
Dogs are in traps for the first of the 3 semi-finals. Wardock God 1, 2 Top Leaf, 3 Hildon Harry, 4 Simply Supreme, 5 Borna Dasher, and Samuri Jack is 6. The defending champion 4 Simply Supreme here arrives at traps right now. Samuri Jack normally well away. He's out very fast is Samuri Jack, followed by Borna Dasher. Top Leaf is into third, but out front it's Borna Dasher now going on from the striped jacket of Samuri Jack. Down the far straight they go. Borna Dasher has stretched clear by 2 from Samuri Jack. In third it's Top Leaf, but way out in front. It's going to be a runaway success here for Borna Dasher as he swings the home straight and up towards the line. It's Borna Dasher close for second. Top Leaf wins it from Simply Supreme, but Borna Dasher is our winner. The result now of the opening semi-final, it's a win for Borna Dasher, second Top Leaf, and the defending champion Simply Supreme third, but doesn't make it through to next weekend's final. The time 28.73. Borna Dasher and Samuri Jack both well away, and at the opening bend it was there we had the first spot of bother for Samuri Jack. He was pushed wide by Borna Dasher, but still down the far straight and into the third bend. Samuri Jack was well in contention but seemed to pull up lame. Borna Dasher went clear and won quite comfortably in the end. Well, the second semi-final here in Waterford tonight is most notable for the absence of Snowy Joy, who just a week ago won the Lifford Champion Stakes. All in readiness now for the second semi-final. 1 Sorrow Flaherty, Lemon Rebel 2, 3 10 Men, 4 the reserve, Willie's Champ, 5 Heathfield Hope and 6 Perry's Jungle. Paul Hennessy's runner is in 3, that's 10 Men. He's also the favourite. Local Hope here is with 5, Heathfield Hope, and they're off and racing. Heathfield Hope breaks reasonably well down the centre. 10 Men pushing towards the rail, and at the bend it's 10 Men that manages to be in front from Heathfield Hope. Has Heathfield Hope taken the lead? It's close between this pair. Down the back straight, Heathfield Hope and 10 Men locked together in battle. Huge battle on behind for third. 10 Men now shows in front from Heathfield Hope, but rallying again, and off the final turn, it's desperately close. Here comes the line, Heathfield Hope, and 10 Men has taken it. 10 Men from Heathfield Hope. Lemon Rebel is third. A check now on the full result. It's a win for 10 men, second Heathfield Hope and third Lemon Rebel. The time 28.90. Certainly a terrific race here, the second of the semi-finals at the third bend, as indeed was the case right up until that point. Very little between 10 men and Heathfield Hope, but at that third bend 10 men began to show marginally in front. Heathfield Hope began to battle back, and off the final turn, very close between the two. A tremendously exciting finish in prospect. That's what indeed it was, just a half length in it at the line, and it was 10 men that justified favouritism, if only just from Heathfield Hope. The last two qualification places up for grabs right now. 1 Iron Merchant, 2 Glenski Ghost, Valencia Citrate 3, Dara Gem 4, Mingler's Prime 5 and 6 Scotia Prince. The punters fancy 3 Valencia Citrate in a very big way in the last of the semi-finals, and they're off and racing. Mingler's Prime way well, so too Iron Merchant, that's in the red jacket, and at the opening bend it's Iron Merchant that is in front now from Glenski Ghost. Down the far straight they go, and out front it is still the red jacket of Iron Merchant. Iron Merchant now being pursued by Valencia Citrate, that's in the white jacket, and Valencia Citrate hits the front from Iron Merchant into the finishing straight now. Valencia Citrate up towards the line, Iron Merchant is second, and Lightning Rocky, replacement takes third, that's Scotia Prince. The last of the semi-finals has been won by Valencia Citrate, Iron Merchant second and third Scotia Prince. The winning time 28.90. It was only really at the second bend from home that the short prize favourite Valencia Citrate really challenged Iron Merchant, hit the front, and off the final bend there was always only going to be one winner, and that the favourite Valencia Citrate, and he has scored here from Iron Merchant in a time of 28.90. The draw for next weekend's final was carried out by Michael Phelan of Red Mills. 1 10 men, 2 Top Leaf, 3 Valencia Citrate, 4 Iron Merchant, 5 Borna Dasher, and with the stripes it's Heathfield Hope. OK, Michael Meade, looking forward to next weekend's final. What do you make of the betting for us?
It looks a tough enough final. 10 men didn't run really the form tonight, like he won all right. He'll be 2-1, probably giant favourite in the final. Top Leaf, an outsider, will be 10-1. Valencia Citrate made up a lot of ground to win come from behind. He'll be 3-1 in the final. Iron Merchant, local dog, will be 12-1, a big outsider. Borna ran very well now. He'll be 2-1 giant favourite, and the bottom will be 12-1. Ran well now too, but hard to fancy him, like, you know.
We'll check on the fixtures now, and on Friday it's the second round of the Red Mills Racer Champion Unraced Stake at Kilkenny, the semi-finals of the J. Canty Opticians 575 at Newbridge, and Harold's Cross hosts the Track Bookmakers Puppy Final, plus the rerun of the Egan Catering Harold's Cross Oaks. Then it's a busy night on Saturday with the final of the Barry's T700 from Cork, the second round of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks at Shelbourne Park. Waterford hosts the final of the Red Mills Guineas, and the semi-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Leger takes place at Limerick. Next week we look back at the Oaks final from Harold's Cross, plus the action from their 75th anniversary. Both finals from Cork and Waterford, and the semi-finals of the Irish St Leger from Limerick.